Okay, our next speakers is a wonderful couple from Florida. They are setting the state on fire. You're going to fall in love with them. It's Carlos and Rosemary Gurman. I don't know if I said that last name. Did I say that right? I don't know. I just Carlos and Rosemary. I've never even said your last name till just now. They're first name kind of people. Come on up. So, yeah. I like this. We're doing the split thing.
How's everybody doing? Woo! So, a lot of inspirational stories and a lot of amazing value being given. We just want to be one drop in the bucket. We want to give some value. I want to share our story with you so that not only you get empowered, but one thing that I love about these events, I go back to my market, we go back and we tell stories. Because people remember how you make them feel. We can go over revenue share, we can go over numbers, we can go over all these things. Ultimately, they're going to remember how you make them feel. And those stories sometimes are what change the game for people. Have you heard fact sales, facts, tell stories, sell? Who has heard that before? I love to tell stories. We love to tell stories. So our story started in the NAA Mastermind with Jay Kinder, Al Stasic, Michael Reese, our boys. And, we've always been trying to solve the challenge of growth, and expansion and duplication and leverage. And ultimately, during one of the masterminds, which happened, I almost didn't go because that year, which was 2017, Rosemary and I made some huge bets in our business. We did radio campaigns. We built a call center. We hired more people. We grew to 3 markets. We were trying to partner with agents and multiply and duplicate. And we were extended. Like we were spending a lot of money. And ultimately, I almost didn't go to the mastermind, which I've never missed one of the masterminds. And I almost didn't go because I was like, I don't want any more ideas. I already got plenty. Who's been there? Right? I'm like, I ain't going. I know. Rosemary's like, no, you're going to come back with another crazy idea, another call center, another radio campaign, and no way. But, the excitement kept building, and I was like, man, those are my boys. Those are my friends. I want to go. So I ended up going. And then we're talking on the phone, and she's like, so what crazy idea are you going to implement? And I was like, no, baby, nothing. I mean, there's this thing, EXP, being talked about, but no, it's not happening. And my heart is pounding because I'm like, shit, this thing looks good. But I had not seen the presentation yet. The buzz was crazy in that room. This was in October. And then the next day, Rob Flick comes, and he does his presentation. I mean, who has seen the Rob Flick presentation? Wow. All I said was, if that's real, I'm sorry, but I'm doing this. I don't care what Rosemary says, it's happening. And that night I go into my room, and I'm talking to her again, and she's like, okay, so I'm glad you're not doing anything. It's good, because we ain't got more money. We can't do more stuff. I'm like, well, baby, I mean, this EXP thing sounds like pretty cool. And she's like, no. So I get back home, and I'm telling her about it. I'm trying to get her to watch the webinar. She will not watch the webinar. She refused. But she saw my passion. She saw my excitement. And she saw it in my eyes. And she was like, you know what? I've never seen you this excited, ever. Like, I've never seen that passion. I've never seen that heart. Go for it. Let's do it. I'll support you. And so we did. Yeah. Yeah. She never watched the webinar. She let me in without even watching it. And that's a big takeaway, because if you're a couple, sometimes you got to feed off of that energy and realize that if they're excited, if you know they're going to succeed, like she saw it in me and she saw he's going to succeed. And she saw we're going to crush this. So I trust him, right? And fast forward, obviously, you know, we've created a loving family. We've created something that is super powerful. We have our crew in Orlando. We have 100. Woo! We have 120 agents onboarding right now. Like that crew right there, they're our family that's coming. That's the crew that is coming. And we couldn't have done that without connections that we build. We go deep with people. We build connections. We couldn't have done it with contribution, without contribution. We contribute. We truly add value to people's lives. We couldn't have done it without experiences. We want to make sure we are delivering experiences, delivering value to people, and exposure. We always try to keep people to the next exposure. One of the biggest people we have coming aboard, he told us we were talking, and he said, I had heard about EXP multiple times, but you guys stuck with me. You guys stuck with me. You kept exposing this to me. You kept the relationship. You kept building the trust, and that's why I went with you guys. And, these guys are soldiers. Like, you're talking about, finding your golden nugget. These guys are soldiers. These guys are an army, and we're about to set freaking Florida on fire. All right? So with that, I'll pass it on to Rosemary so she can add some of the value, the takeaways, the pieces, the things that we have learned, the things that have led us to have 3 brokerages coming aboard, multiple teams coming aboard, and 120 plus agents coming aboard.
Hello. I'm the wife. All right, so, okay, this is my very first time speaking to an audience like in the United States like this in English. So ESP, have stretched us a lot. This is one of those times when, you have to be like stretched, and it's helping us grow a lot personally. One of the things that we do, that we focus on, is building connection with people. If you want to grow your group, you have to understand that people fall in love with people. You're going there to present the best company in the United States and the world in real estate. But people fall in love with people. You have to make sure that they belong with you and that you belong with them. So what we mainly do is we set ourselves before the meeting. We prepare ourselves mentally so that, we ask ourselves, what is it one thing that we love about this person? And we kind of fall in love with them, right? And so when we get into the room, they feel our love already. We set it up like a date, right? We think of it as we're dating them. And, we just treat them with compassion. I made some notes because I wanted to say, okay, so you have to be responsible for the energy that you bring into the room when you're with them. And so you have to come with compassion, not judgment, receptiveness. You have to be respectful, open, loving, caring, humble. You have to crave their love and connect, crave their love and connection and get addicted to them. Because whatever you give them is what they're going to give you back. So whatever it is that you want from them, you have to show up in that room already giving it to them. Let me see what else. Okay, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. Let me give you an example. Good manners, Good morning, hello, how are you? If you're in the elevator you know, and you have the, the opportunity to smile to somebody and say hello, like, how cool is that? People doesn't even do that. Like, you'll be impressed. People forget the simple things, and they think it's not important. It is. It matters to people. When you say, please, thank you, I'm sorry, that's very important to create connection. Show them your flaws. Don't be fake. Just, you know, just be real. Just be raw. People love when they see your flaws, when they see that you're some, you know, a human being that they can relate to. What else? Let me see. How am I doing so far with my first speech? All right, let me, because I have all the notes here. Okay, I have to say, okay, I wrote down a prayer that we do, you know, to set ourselves, because you have to like ask yourself, how can I be in a better state before that meeting, you know? And so you have to prepare yourself. So I have a prayer, you know, Carlos prepares on his own way, but this is, I wrote it down. So I'm going to say it to you. Yeah. Every morning I say a prayer. Good morning, God. You know, I hope I'm making you proud. Thank you for allowing me to wake up today. I invite you into my heart and my soul. I want you to be in me everywhere I go. Feel free to use me in every way you want to use me. Take me in the direction you want me to go and shine on me. Please, Lord, clear my thoughts. Make my light so bright that everyone that I encounter today will leave my side feeling loved and ignited. I am love, I am you, and I declare that everyone that you allow in my presence will feel you. Amen. And so when I do this prayer, thank you. Wow, I'm doing so good. Hold on. Thank you. Oh my God, I better drop the mic now. And so I do this prayer, and this helped me feel like I'm not wasting anybody's time. Wherever I go, whatever I do, I trust that God is in me and He's using me. Whether He's guiding somebody to ESP or not, I am secure that I'm not wasting my time and I'm not wasting anybody's time, and I'm just building the connection. Everywhere we go, people feel our love. People feel that we care about them, and that's all that we focus on. Okay, let me.
All right, and just to put a circle on it, I've been in real estate for 12 years. I tried to get Rosemary to get her license, all 12 of them. She would never want to do it. She didn't see the presentation from me, but she eventually saw the presentation. And, you know, it was one of Jay's presentations when Jay and Al did their presentations. She got sold on EXP. She got her license. And she, you know, obviously decided to go and conquer the world as part of this amazing company. So EXP is that powerful. You know, 12 years, I couldn't get her to do it. And she got sold. So you guys have an amazing day. Keep crushing it.
Rosemary.